Hey guys, Jay here from NVE Gaming, back for another episode of No Victory Escapes, our VGC 17 Battlespot series, jumping back on the ladder with the same team we've been using. Probably look at changing it up soon. I've been working on making some new Pokemon in-game, so I might make some adjustments to the team. It's doing reasonably well so far. We're up to the mid-1600s, although we did get a loss last episode, which was sad. We'll see if we can play better this time and keep climbing. We find Nerdy Bay with a rating of 1569. Let's see how this goes. They have an interesting team, and I'm already horrified of that Blissey. They also have Pyflotic, Arcanine, Tapu, Tapu Koko, and Hariyama. So the Blissey definitely sticks out. Everything else is fairly normal, although even Bulu, Milotic, and Hariyama aren't like super conventional picks, especially all together. I think Mudsdale here has to come to deal with that Blissey. It doesn't have a great matchup against Milotic and Tapu Bulu, but it does well everywhere else. Kartana is solid here against everything but the Arcanine, so I'm definitely going to be bringing that too. My own Arcanine is not bad, although I do have to watch out for giving Milotic a competitive boost. Feeny here is okay. It's bad against both of his Tapu, so that's a little sketch. Porygon2, setting up Trick Room isn't that good here, particularly as he has a Hariyama, so I think Koko is coming for sure. I think I kind of just want to lead Koko Kartana, because that covers really everything but, like, Arcanine, and maybe the Bulu. I'll bring Mudsdale in the back, and then I'd like something else for the Tapu Bulu, so I think I am going to bring my Arcanine and just have to be careful that I don't switch it in versus a Milotic. Now, a lot of the times when people bring Milotic, it's just there to deter Intimidators. They don't necessarily even bring it, so we'll see if my opponent does that or not. I'm certainly not going to lead Arcanine, because I think if Milotic's coming, there's a good chance it leads here. Which, if it does, I'm very happy with that, given that I led Koko Kartana. Let's see. Blissey Hariyama. Alright. Well, I don't know exactly what this Blissey's going to try and do, but I'm sure it's going to be annoying. So Hariyama obviously has the fake out pressure here. Arcanine's not a terrible switch in, but it can't do that much in return. Mudsdale wouldn't be bad here, as it can take a fighting move okay, and then threaten out the Blissey. I think I'm just going to Gleam here, though. Let's see, what else did he have he could bring in? Nothing that really wants to take a Dazzling Gleam. Arcanine and Bulu can take it okay. But I think I'm going to Gleam and then just Smart Strike this Blissey before it can do anything else. I suspect a Fake Out is incoming, probably into Tapu Koko. Let's see. Yep. But this Smart Strike, I hope, does at least like half to the Blissey. I really have no idea on the damage calc. Alright, it's a 2-shot, so that's good. Oh god, it's Flamethrower. Can I survive that? Yes, I can! That's Kartana. Okay, well that is apparently what that Blissey is made for, is killing Kartanas. I did not see that coming. Thankfully I survived, though, which means I can Dazzling Gleam again this turn. And, like, staying in and just Sacred Sorting again is so obvious, I don't think there's any way he's going to let me do that. He's either going to protect Blissey or switch it out. So with that in mind, I think I want to switch into possibly Mudsdale here. Let me just make sure I picked the right Pokemon. Yeah, so Koko, Dazzling Gleams again, it'll do a lot to Hariyama. And I think I will switch into Arcanine here to get a nice Intimidate on that Hariyama as well. There's no way he just leaves the Blissey in and lets me potentially take it out. And if he does, oh well. But I really don't expect that. Let's see. Ooh, okay, that was another option, so I'm glad I switched. Because that feint, even though it wouldn't have done much to Kartana, I think it would have done 6, which is all it needed to. It's probably going to... Ooh, what the hell is this? Interesting. So he lowers my speed on both of my Pokemon. I mean, the Bulldoze doesn't do much damage, but that could set up for his Pokemon in the back, which is very interesting. I kind of just want a Dazzling Gleam with Koko again, though, and potentially have to switch it out later. So I want to get rid of this Hariyama. And then another Dazzling Gleam isn't going to kill Blissey. So I could either just Flamethrower it for extra damage or just switch out again, honestly. I think I'm going to switch into Mudsdale and see if I can get a free... like, if he bulldozes again, that's just a free stamina boost on Mudsdale. Because that's going to do, like, no damage, and I'm already super slow anyway. Okay, that switches into Bulu. Alright, that's unfortunate that I brought well, I can bring Arcanine back in now for Mudsdale next turn, so that's really not that bad. This isn't going to do a whole lot, although Bulu's not going to like it. It is still Specs. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was a crit, but... And this is probably a 50% berry on the Blissey, which is just disgusting. Yep, Wiki Berry. Which means it's a special attack boosted nature. I guess probably so that Flamethrower can pick a KO. And as we see, Bulldoze literally does 1 damage to Mudsdale. So that's just a free stamina boost as far as I'm concerned. Now, like Koko is, I believe, at -2 speed here, so his Tapu Bulu is probably faster. And I want to switch the Koko out anyway. Arcanine is a great switch in here. And Mudsdale is back to full and now at +1 defense, which is very nice. So we're going to bring in Arcanine here. And then I could Protect. That's probably the safest play because even at +1 defense in grassy terrain, I think Bulu still one-shots the Mudsdale. Although it's going to be -1 with an Intimidate, but it's still going to be uncomfortably close. I want to just Z close combat this Blissey to kill it and get it out of my face. And you know what? I'm going to do it. Well, no, I'll play it safer and just Protect here because I suspect that he's not going to expect Mudsdale to have Protect, so he's probably going to attack it with Tapu Bulu here, and I may as well get Arcanine in so that next turn I can threaten the Flamethrower and the fighting move into Blissey. I think this is safer. Okay, so Mudsdale's going to Protect. I want to see a Grass move into Mudsdale here. Ice Beam into Mudsdale, that's interesting. Ooh, and Z Grass move, so Bloom Doom. That hits through Protect, but because he's -1 attack and I'm +1 defense, I think Mudsdale can take it. Arcanine can definitely take it. It's still a scary move though in terrain. See, he probably went after the Arcanine slot, yeah, because that was Koko, which would have gone down to this. This is still going to hurt a lot. Jeez, that does a lot of damage. Okay, but we survive with Arcanine, and I get my Aguav berry, so we're pretty much back where we started health-wise. So Mudsdale absolutely could have just attacked the Blissey there, because I would have taken an Ice Beam, no problem. Especially from a Blissey. But now, let's see, so he has the Hariyama still. I'm guessing he didn't bring my Lodic. So he probably has Arcanine or Koko in the back, so I think here I'm just going to Flamethrower the Bulu, which will do a lot, and then go after this Blissey with a Z fighting move. I think there's a good chance Bulu switches out here, which is what I'm hoping to see. Yep. Into... oh, he did bring the Milotic. Interesting. Alright, so I'll have to be careful with bringing Arcanine in and out now. That Flamethrower is going to do no damage, but I'm glad I didn't Snarl, so it would actually give Milotic a boost. Ooh, we get the burn, though, which is nice. Just does some extra damage. This will do less than half, I hope. Yeah, no problem. And we're now at +2 defense with Mudsdale, and this will just destroy this Blissey. A regular close combat without the Z move might have even killed it, but I wanted to make sure, and a regular close combat would have also lowered my defenses, which seemed like a bad idea. So I think going for the Z one was the play here, and this ensures that this thing definitely goes down. I mean, Kartana did over half, so this would probably kill like 2 Blissies. That thing out of here. It's definitely an interesting set, though. It's at least not the like toxic soft-boiled stall set that I was worried it would be. It was kind of interesting with Flamethrower for Kartana, Ice Beam for Chomp. Yeah, I can see it. And Bulldoze just for speed control. It's not a terrible idea, really, but I just don't think it's something I would want to use. Alright, so this is probably Boo coming back in, and that's going to put me in a pretty rough spot. Now, because I have Koko Kartana in the back, I can beat Bulu Milotic, but I don't really have a free switch into them. I imagine this... Oh, it's Hariyama. Okay. I guess just for fake out pressure again? That's an interesting choice. So... I kind of just want to Flamethrower the Hariyama for damage. And now that I've seen that he has Feint, I don't really want to protect with Mudsdale because he could just Feint and Water Move that slot. Given what he has left, Mudsdale isn't really important anymore. It's done its job, so I'm just going to go for a high horsepower. Let's see, do I need the damage on the Milotic, or should I just try and kill the Hariyama? No, both of my backs can one-shot Milotic, I think, so I'm just going to try and kill this Hariyama. And if Mudsdale goes down, that's okay. Yep, he did Feint, so I'm glad I didn't protect. Well, I couldn't even protect the Arcanine, so I guess he also Water Moved the Arcanine, it looks like. So that will take down Hariyama, and then Mudsdale will get a little bit of damage off on this Milotic. So that's Scald into Arcanine. I don't think it'll kill me, yeah, because I'm very specially bulky. And then we get a nice high horse. That actually does a respectable amount of damage. And since my Arcanine, it's faster than his Milotic, it may or may not be faster than his Bulu, though. If it is, then we're in really good shape. So all he has left is Bulu and Milotic. And I'm guessing there's only like 1 or 2 turns of grassy terrain left, although it'll go away anyway when I switch in my Koko eventually. Let's see, how many turns does he have left of that? Just 1. So what I can do this turn is... I mean, I'm almost certainly going to Flamethrower Tapu Bulu. I'm kind of expecting Protect Bulu, Scald into Arcanine. So to cover for that, I think I want to also high horsepower the Milotic so it's not a totally free turn. And that way, even if both of mine go down, I get free switch into Koko and Kartana, and I think those will just win the game. Because they can both one-shot what he has. And Arcanine goes first anyway, so this might even kill Bulu, or it'll certainly do a lot. Okay, that does go down. I wasn't quite sure because I have no special attack investment. It seems like it was enough. Scald's going to kill Arcanine here, but that's fine. And we should have this one pretty wrapped up. Because now I can bring in either Koko or Kartana and just win. So Arcanine was definitely a very useful Pokemon to bring here, even though that my opponent had a Milotic. I just had to be careful about switching. Alright, so grass goes away. And let's just bring in Kartana and clean this up. So even if Kartana had gone down to that Flamethrower, given what my opponent had and how the rest of this game played out, we would have been okay, but it would have been a lot scarier. At least early on when I didn't know what all he had. It is good to know, though, that with Assault Vest and all of our special bulk, we can take a Flamethrower. Granted, it's from a Blissey, but still, that is something. And I think given that Blissey was a plus special attack nature, it probably had at least some offensive investment. Alright, so we're looking like right around 15 minutes, so I think I'm just going to call this video here so it doesn't get too long. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully we can continue to climb the ladder. And if you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, leave some comments if there's any particular Pokemon you want me to try out. I'll do my best to make that happen. And thanks again for watching, and see you next time.